I bet you didn't know the world's most famous serial killer was never caught. Even today, more than a century later, his name still sends a chill down the spine of anyone who hears it. The story of Jack the Ripper is not just a tale of murder, it's a haunting legend that has gripped the world for generations. Whitechapel, London, 1888. The city held its breath as fear stalked every shadow. The narrow, winding streets of the East End were shrouded in a thick, suffocating fog, and every footstep echoed with dread. People hurried home, glancing over their shoulders, terrified that the next victim could be anyone, maybe even themselves. In just a few months, 5 women were brutally slain by a phantom known only as Jack the Ripper. The murders were so savage, so calculated, that they seemed almost inhuman. The killer struck with terrifying speed, vanishing into the night before anyone could catch a glimpse. He wasn't just a killer. He was a shadow slipping through gaslit fog and leaving behind scenes that stunned even hardened detectives. The Ripper seemed to know the streets better than anyone, using the maze-like alleys to his advantage, always staying one step ahead of the law. The victims, Mary Ann Nichols, Annie Chapman, Elizabeth Stride, Catherine Eddowes, Mary Jane Kelly, were all found in the early hours, throats cut, bodies mutilated with chilling precision. Each crime scene was more gruesome than the last, and the brutality suggested a deep, disturbing knowledge of anatomy. Some said the Ripper had surgical skill. The way he dissected his victims led many to believe he was a doctor or perhaps a butcher, someone who knew exactly where to cut. Theories swirled through the city, and suspicion fell on anyone with a medical background. Letters signed Jack the Ripper taunted police. One even came with a human kidney. The press published these letters, fueling public hysteria and making the Ripper a household name. The killer seemed to enjoy the attention, playing a twisted game with the authorities and the public alike. Scotland Yard launched its largest manhunt, questioning butchers, doctors, even royalty. Detectives worked around the clock, scouring the city for clues, but the Ripper always seemed to slip through their fingers. The investigation was hampered by outdated forensic methods and a lack of reliable witnesses. Some accused a troubled barber, Aaron Kosminski, others whispered about a royal conspiracy. The list of suspects grew longer every day, from local madmen to foreign immigrants and even members of the British aristocracy. Theories ranged from the plausible to the bizarre, but none could be proven. But with no fingerprints, no DNA, and a city awash in rumours, the Ripper stayed invisible. The press sensationalized every detail, and the public's imagination ran wild. Panic gripped London, and the police were overwhelmed by false leads and hoaxes. Even now, DNA tests and wild theories keep the case alive. Modern technology has tried to solve the mystery, analyzing old evidence and re-examining suspects, but the truth remains elusive. Every few years, a new theory emerges, reigniting public fascination with the case. Was he one man, several, or just a myth fed by fear? Some believe Jack the Ripper was a single deranged individual. Others think the murders were the work of multiple killers, or even a cover-up for something darker. The uncertainty only adds to the legend. Jack the Ripper's identity remains unsolved, a chilling reminder that some mysteries never die. His crimes changed London forever, inspiring countless books, films, and theories. The shadow he cast still lingers over the city, a ghost story that refuses to fade. So, who do you think he was? Was he a madman, a mastermind, or something else entirely? Tell us in the comments and subscribe for more true crime that refuses to stay buried. The legend of Jack the Ripper endures. Will we ever know the truth?